Hi YouTube, I'm back. Okay, so um, while I was at the hospital, the first day, I slept a lot, and they kept wanting me to wake up and drink fluids, and I was trying, but my head just kept falling over, and I would go to sleep, and when I think it was the pain medicine that was making me tired, or that I had lack of sleep. Like I said in my previous video, I'd been up all night, and it's good that they gave me the pain medicine because I needed it, but they kept coming in and wanting me to drink more. And so finally they got to where I wasn't drinking enough out of the bottles of water that they brought me. So they got to where they put out a whole bunch of little medicine cup thingies, 15 or 20 of them, I don't know, filled them all up with water. And I was supposed to like take half of a shot at a time or whatever, until I got them all drank. And my aunt was supposed to mark off every time I drank one. She did. She kept track of it. She's like, you need to drink more. Every time I'd open my eyes, she'd say, you need to drink more. And I was trying to get comfy in that bed, but it wasn't very comfy at all. I did have to get up a few times and go to the bathroom, so I did learn left-handed wiping. Sucked. It wasn't for me. And they were keeping track of. They had one of those little tub thingies in the toilet to keep track of how much that I went to the bathroom. So I know I'm being really detailed, but I just want y'all to know exactly what to expect. And I haven't heard anybody else say this much stuff yet. So um, then I came back in there, and they would come in every now and then because of the gas pains and give me some gas drops, kind of like I used to give my babies. I don't know what it was. It was just like a little squeezy deal, and they'd give me a few drops of it, and I'm not sure if that helped or not because I was in a lot of pain, and they had me on some pretty good drugs. I'm not sure. Um, I can't remember what it was called. I don't know. But so then the first evening, I had told them several times that lower tab, if my stomach is empty, if I haven't got a full stomach, it makes me nauseous, and I didn't really want to throw up because I was scared because of all the incisions. And by the way, they were ugly and big, and I'm not going to show you, at least not right now. But they were ugly, and there's like three of them on my left side, two of them right below my breast, and then one sort of in the middle, like two on the left side, one sort of two right underneath my breast, one in the middle, and one over the right side. I don't know. It seems like maybe my stomach's on my left side. I guess I should have learned more about my body or anatomy or whatever, but that wasn't my subject. So I apologize for looking horrible today, but that's why I haven't done a video because I've been hurting and I've been sore and I look horrible. So um, I decided I had to do one anyway. I'm 5 days out, and I'm gonna start forgetting stuff soon. So that night they said, and they kept giving me stuff for my nausea because I was kind of nauseous already. They kept giving me things, and they weren't working, and so I kept saying I'm still nauseous, and they'd try something different. I don't know if they had like 3 different types of nausea stuff or what, but so they kept coming in and waking me up and having me drink a little bit more, which I would. I'm still having trouble getting my water down. By the way, it's 5 days out. Every time I take a drink, it feels like either it's pushing gas down deeper that wants to get out, or maybe that's the pain of it going through my sleeve and it being, too big of a sip. I don't know, but it hurts every time I take a drink of water or anything. But um, I'm still trying to do it, but I have not got more than like half of what I'm supposed to get down yet. But I'm gonna keep trying. I've also been getting down popsicles and sugar-free popsicles and broth. One day I bought these little 4 ounce bowls, like throwaway Glad with the lids and stuff bowls, and I just filled it up with broth one day, and so I just had 4 ounces of it, and that was fine for me, and I gave the rest to my kids, and been drinking about a bottle and maybe a bottle and a half of water, and throughout the whole day. It gets hot. The water gets hot sitting there because I'm not drinking it enough, and um, I'm trying, but I'm just not doing it. Also have been drinking a protein shake, which I did before. My doctor said I could have up to 2 a day if I wanted. So during this liquid diet, so I've been drinking like one. I'll drink like half of one, and then half of one later I've been drinking the Atkins brand because that's what I've always drank during my pre-op diet, and I got used to it and I like it. So um, it's like 11 ounces, so I try to drink like half of it. But it's not all at once because I have it sitting here and I just take a drink and then a little bit later I take a drink. But it wasn't like sort of sitting, I sort of drink half of it and then, um, anyways. So you guys let me know if that's the gas pains or if that's just the pain you feel when you drink something or put something in your, because it almost feels like I'm pushing the gas down further, and it was almost about ready to escape and I just pushed it down further. I don't know, every drink I take, um, I bought some gas relief chewables. It doesn't seem like they're helping a whole lot, and I found some. Hold on, I'll tell you. My mom found these. My mom found these for me. She's awesome. These are let me see them. My multivitamins. They're post-bariatric surgery formula. They're chewable vitamins and mineral supplement. So this is my multivitamin. It's citrus flavor, so it's kind of yummy. It's got high levels of B12, calcium, iron, folic acid, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, there's tons of stuff down here, but the things that you need post-bariatric surgery. So I thought that was great. The only thing is my doctor told me to take 2 multivitamins a day, and that bottle says take 4 days. So sometimes I remember, and I've been getting like 3 in a day, maybe sometimes 4, but I'm trying. Those were $30 for that bottle, but there's 120 in it, so not sure if I'm going to get that one next time. But anyways, back to my hospital stay. Um, they had a pull-out bed for my aunt to sleep on, and she was so tired from being up all night too, but she stayed up most of the day to like help tend to me, and even though I was sleeping most of the time, she finally found the pull-out bed that night and pulled it out and went to sleep. Well, about 4 o'clock in the morning, a lady came in and turned all the lights on. They kept turning on the little lights that were over her little pull-out bed. It kept waking her up, and she, the poor, that poor thing. They were trying to not put the lights on over mine, but I was gonna be awake because they were doing. So I was like, "Can you turn those lights over there off over her so she can get some rest?" Because she would toss and turn while they were in there. They came in at 4 o'clock in the morning to draw my blood. So that lady, she had to try 2 different times to get my blood. I don't know, the bruise, yeah, on the bruise. That's where she ended up getting my blood from. Um, and she tried up further in my arm, in the bend of my arm, before she did that. But when she tried both times, she would get it in there. She'd find a vein, she'd get it in there, and she dug around and dug around and dug around. And finally, in this bottle, when she finally got the blood, and after she dug for like, I swear it was 5 minutes, but it was probably more like maybe a minute and a half. But she dug for forever before she found the blood. And so when she finally was done, she's like, "This one's probably gonna bruise." Remember, that was 5 days ago. But I was thinking, yeah, it's probably gonna bruise. I was wondering why they can't just take that out of your IV if you have an IV, but I mean, it's obviously in a vein, right? So, and they have all these little contraptions hooked up to it. They can come give you medicine, so I don't know. Anyhow, they came and took my blood at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that woke her up, and they came in when the shift change was and woke me up. She just didn't get hardly any rest at all, the poor thing. So I'm so glad she was there for me, but I feel bad for her. I was in a lot of pain, but she didn't ask for this. She drove me all the way up there and stood there by me. And my parents were taking care of my babies. I mean, I, you know, I don't know. There's been so many people supporting me. I feel really loved. But so the second day of the hospital, they woke me up and they're like, "Let's walk down the hall," and I'm like, "Okay." So we walked down there. Oh wait, I gotta back up. Man, this is gonna be a 3 video thing because I'm almost 10 minutes again. Okay, the first night they were like, "Let's try some liquid Lortab." And I'm like, "It's gonna make me nauseous." I can tell you right now, when I take Lortab on an empty stomach, I have to eat before I take it. When I take it on an empty stomach, it's gonna make me throw up, and I really don't want to be throwing up with these brand new sutures and stuff. And she's like, "Well, let's just try it. If you get nauseous, we'll give you something for it." And I was like, "Okay." So I tried their liquid Lortab, and it wasn't very long after that I was dry heaving in the hallway when I was trying to take my walk. I was dry heaving, and they brought me the little throw up thingy, and I'm like holding it. I don't know why I was holding it, because nothing was coming out because I guess I had nothing in my stomach at all. So I'm dry heaving. It's hurting like crap. Oh my gosh, that hurt so bad. And so they gave me something. So as soon as I could control it and get in the bedroom or back into the hospital room, um, they came in to give me something for nausea. I said, "This is not working." About an hour later, I'm still nauseous. It's not working. So they tried something else, and I was like, "I'm still nauseous. That Lord tab, I just can't have it." And they're like, "Well, you're gonna have to get used to something liquid, because after this, you have to take something home with you that's liquid." I know I'm over my 10 minutes, but I'm gonna finish the story before I stop. So while I'm sitting there in the bed after the second thing didn't work, I tried and tried not to, but I started throwing up again, dry heaving. I was throwing up air again. I think that hurts worse than throwing up because at least you're like productive when you're throwing up. You see what's coming out and you're like, okay, this will be done soon. Well, when you're dry heaving, you don't know when it's gonna be done, and so like it's just coming out of your throat and it's just air and it hurts really bad. So um, finally they came in and they asked me if I wanted a shot in my butt for the nausea. I was like, sure. If it's gonna stop the nausea, you can give me a shot anywhere. So they came in and gave me a shot in the butt, and I wasn't nauseous after that again. So thank goodness. I don't know what that was, but it was probably the thing that Slim Jim said to ask for that I forgot to write down before I went up there. But anyways, liquid lower tab, no for me. So um, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.